Hey everyone, Kimkin here, and today we're going to talk about some of the weaknesses that I think that the new Killer of the Night has. Um, I think it's a response to the devs. They are afraid to make a killer too strong, especially after they saw the numbers with Wesker, how strong Wesker is. I think that they dialed back the knight a little bit, especially because his ability uses AI. They didn't want him to be too strong, but I think they overdid it. And I'm going to cover a few reasons why I think that he's too weak. Um, Now, I don't think that they should pull back all of these features um, that they have with the knight. I think they need to keep one or two, but there's currently five nerfs, I would call them, that are attached to him, and I want to cover those real quick. And I'll tell you, in my opinion, what I think, which ones they should regress, and maybe which ones they should keep. So the first one is when the knight uses his ghost ability, the survivor can see the path that the ghost is taken and where he's going to drop him off at. Here you can see what I'm talking about. So right there, you saw the ghost leave the night, come, run past me, and drop off in front of me. So see that's the first weakness. So it's going to be really hard for the knight to cut off any type of route or loop that the survivor is trying to take, because if the survivor sees the ghost going this way, they go that way. And they survivors did it to me multiple times, and I did it to the killer multiple times. In this instance, it was end game. He was dropping him off at the exit gate. So I mean, but I wanted to give you, just wanted to show you the visual of what he was doing. The next one is the radius around the spirit. You can see the circle, and all the survivor has to do is avoid the circle, and he will not be detected. So as long as you avoid the circle, the AI night ghost is not going to detect you. So as long as you stay out of that circle, which you can clearly see on the ground, he won't find you. The next one is
Some
when
teabag,
you
baby.
hit the survivor, when the ghost is locked onto him, the ghost disappears. So you basically lose that ability for that pressure that the ghost gives. So while that one I think should be kept, it is still one of the nerfs that they've added to him. This next one is the delay. So when the ghost spawns out, if you drop it off at the survivor has a full second to escape the radius of that circle before the ghost targets them. So you'll get to see that real quick. So right there, you saw the survivor was in that radius for a full second, and then the ghost targeted them and will begin to chase them after that. And the next one is also another delay. After the ghost targets the survivor, he has a 1 second delay before he starts chasing the survivor. So you'll see that right here. So see right here, he targets him a full second, and then he hits him. So it's a full second before he hits him, right? So you have a delay on the circle of a second before the AI targets the person. Then you have a second before the ghost begins his charge and starts chasing you. So that's 2 full seconds that the survivor can get away, which is a ton. Um, I think that they should keep one, but not both. Um, because I think the 2 seconds is too much time. The survivor can get away. And then the last nerf that they added, which is probably one that they need to get rid of, is when you touch the flag, you get a adrenaline type ability. When you touch it, you get adrenaline ability. pretty much you get the speed boost. I don't know if it makes you invincible. I didn't get a chance to test that part, but I believe it also gives you, a free hit as well. So that's also another nerf. So that's 5 nerfs that they've attached to this knight from the get go. So again, beginning, you can see the path that the ghost travels before he drops him off. You can, um, if you hit the survivor while it's being pursued by the AI ghost disappears. I think that one should stick. I think they should remove the ability to see where the ghost lands because that one I think will completely cut off. The survivors just avoid it. There's no way that it's really hard for the ghosts to cut them off. I mean, it would work similar to the teleportability to the dredge, where you could just drop the AI ghost off right at a loop and keep running, but you wouldn't travel a distance. You would just drop him and the AI would run in place, but it would pretty much encompass one of those smaller loops. I would see that being like the place where it'd be most useful. um, then you have the full second delay of targeting the survivor once they spawn, and then the full second after they've targeted the survivor before they begin their charge or their chase. So I don't think they should keep both of those. If they keep one, I would say maybe the delay on the spawn, but I don't think it should take a full second for the ghost to charge after the survivor. This seems like too weak. I don't think it's going to, allow the knight to do anything. It's not going to create any pressure, and the survivor can leave the loop, or get to a stronger loop where they can avoid it because the AI is not very strong. Um, there's lots of bugs with it still. I don't know if they're gonna be able to work any of those out before the official release, but right now they run into walls. If you jump in a locker, they keep running at the locker. There's just a lot of bugginess with them. And then the last one is the endurance effect from capturing the flag. Now this would be handy when you're like being chased by both of them, but at the same time, I don't think it's necessary, especially with all the other nerfs they have onto it. If they decide to keep them, I would get rid of that one definitely. In my opinion, the only ones that I would keep is when you hit the survivor, the ghost would disappear, and the the delay on once you place the AI ghost, I would keep that one, but the rest of them I would get rid of. I think they just killed the knight. I don't think he's very strong, at least not in his current state. So a lot of people are like, "Oh, he's really strong." I mean, really, what they did was they didn't turn him into an anti-loop killer. They turned him into a camping killer. But most of the killers that I ran into that were using him were just camping the hooks. They were dropping an A off at the hook, and then they were proxy camping. So it gave them full coverage of the hook, and the killer, didn't have to go very far from the hook and still get full, range. So I mean, honestly, I think they need to do a little rework on this knight. Take off some of these nerfs they added to him because right now I think he's too weak, and hopefully we see a big change of him once they release him into the official release. But tell me in the comments below what you think. Do you think he's too weak? Do you think they overdid it with the nerfs based on what you've seen in this video? Or do you think that he's too strong? Maybe because he's a really strong camping killer. Let me know in the comments below, and we'll have a discussion about it. Until next time, thanks for watching and hope you have a good one.